Welcome to the Tell Our Stories podcast. I'm Perry Chris.
And I'm Steph Bender. On today's episode, we got to speak to Kevin Beecher, Sr., resident at QLS Sugar Creek in Worthington, Pennsylvania. Joining us as well was his son, Kevin Jr., and partner, Christy.
Additionally, we got to speak with Mary Susan Urich, president and founder of Don't Stop Dreamin, a non-for-profit organization granting wishes for seniors all across Pennsylvania.
Kevin Sr. for over 60 years has been a gearhead. His favorite make and model? The Ford Mustang.
Don't Stop Dreamin' helped grant his wish, and this past July, over 30 classic muscle cars and motorcycles drove to Sugar Creek and put on a show.
And trust me, you must stang around and listen in to today's episode of the Tell Our Stories podcast. Well, could you start by introducing yourself?
Sure. Mary Susan Urich. I am the president and founder of Don't Stop Dreamin'. And then I'm also one of the owners and the chief quality officer for Quality Life Services, which is an affiliate of the nonprofit Don't Stop Dreamin'.
I'd love to hear, tell me about how Don't Stop Dreamin' got started.
So we started back in 2005, and it was an idea that I had that is sort of modeled loosely off of Make-A-Wish. As most people are familiar, a national, perhaps international organization that benefits terminally ill children. So recognizing there was nothing like that existed in long-term care. So way back when, I had the idea that we should start fulfilling dreams of residents living in Quality Life Services homes. We were much smaller then, both Quality Life Services and Don't Stop Dreamin'. And we had little to no funds. So we would do small little fundraisers. We would have a car wash. We would have a bake sale, something very small, very minor. We would make a little money and then we would spend a little money doing resident dreams. It was very much in and out, in and out. There was not a whole lot of forethought. We were just trying to make people, happy, one person at a time. And so we just did that for a while and then recognized that if we really wanted this to take off, we needed to become a 501c3 nonprofit, not just a program out of a coffee can. So in, let me think, in 2012, we became an official 501c3 nonprofit in our home state of Pennsylvania. So fast forward now, we have a separate board of directors. We have a compensated executive director. We have a volunteer dream fulfillment coordinator, and we've just really, really grown in our influence on people.
That's
incredible. About how many dreams do you grant a year?
So that's a great question. So we have grown obviously over the years in the amount of dreams we've done. And so in 2024, and obviously the year is not over yet, but we have already crested 100 dreams fulfilled for this year.
Incredible.
And that's, I can't say that's our first time doing over 100 dreams, but we are on pace to have our biggest year yet. I suspect we'll end the year at around 120 to 130 dreams fulfilled.
That's so many lives touched.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's the way we look at it. That's 100 plus lives that have been improved because of what Don't Stop Dreamin' does.
Yeah. How does one get involved? How does one, is it an application process? How does this, how do the dreams come to be fulfilled?
Absolutely. It's an application process that can be initiated by the resident themselves. Okay. It can be initiated by their family. It can be initiated by our staff. Whoever, identifies that a resident might have something that they want to do or something they want to purchase or something they need can can submit the application. The application's on our website. We also have good old fashioned paper copies in all of our homes that people can grab one and submit it. And then they send that to the Don't Stop Dreamin' team, the dream team, as we call them. And then they take that, they kind of, make sure that the dream is appropriate. It's something we can do, that the resident is physically and cognitively able to actually enjoy the dream, in whatever form that they've submitted it. And if all of those boxes are checked, which, is not cumbersome and there's not a lot of qualifications, then that team gets moving on it.
That's incredible. So what are your proudest moments with Don't Stop Dreamin'?
We've done so many different things over the years. And so, it's really hard to pick just one. Because we've done everything from weddings to honorary high school diplomas to probably one of my favorites is we took a gentleman, he was over 100 years old, I want to say 102, and he was a hospice resident, and he wanted to go on a hot air balloon ride. And they fulfill those in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, which is a few hour drive from us. We're right outside of Pittsburgh.
Sure.
And so we had to, get him there very early in the morning. So it was a sunrise. He was a veteran, like this, just a darling man. And we were able to make that happen. And he just beamed and said it was just one of the best days of his whole life. Which when you live to be 100, you have had a lot of days.
You've had a few.
So,
That's quite the statement. Yeah.
So that was a really fun one. But they don't have to be elaborate. And that's the thing that we really tell people. Like, we just want it to be meaningful to them. We had a woman that asked us to just buy her a new pair of slippers. She said, like, I just really enjoy a comfortable pair of slippers. It helps me to feel comfortable, walking and not feel like she's going to slip or fall. And so that was a very simple one, but it meant something to her, and she was so appreciative. So, it really can be an assortment of different things. So it's hard to just pick one.
If people are listening or are hearing about this, what are ways in which that they can get involved if they're not at a facility? If there's of any age, how could they get involved with the program?
Sure. So we're always looking for volunteers. We're always looking for, of course, supporters who maybe want to support us, whether it be financially or in-kind donations or volunteering of their time or their talent. So the best way to connect with us, of course, is on our website, which is don'tstopdreamin.org. There is no G at the end of Dreamin. So it's dreamin.org.
Dreamin, got it.
We also have a very active Facebook page. So, of course, that's Don't Stop Dreamin' on Facebook. So people can see us on there. And we post photos of all of our dreams on there. So it's a great way to follow what we're doing.
Yeah.
So, our website really is a plethora of information, and people can do a contact form submission on there. They can actually submit an application if they have a loved one living in a Quality Life Services home or a patient of Three Rivers Hospice, which is another member of our organization. So long as the patient is under the care of Three Rivers Hospice or a resident of Quality Life Services, they're eligible to do a DREAM application.
Okay.
Unfortunately, we can't do DREAMs for folks just living in the community or outside of our organization. It's just the way that we're established. So
Sure. What are do you have any goals or aspirations for the future of this organization? Is there anything you have your eyes set towards?
I think just continuing to grow in our influence of people. At one point we did talk about taking it outside of Quality Life Services. We've opted not to do that because we think it really makes Don't Stop Dreamin' unique and makes Quality Life Services and Three Rivers Hospice unique, that this is a special offering that we do for them. So we've decided to keep it sort of exclusive.
Sure.
But we want to just continue to grow in our financial means and our resources to be able to do that. What I've always told our board of directors is, we're not done until everybody who wants a dream fulfilled has had their dream fulfilled. And that means we'll never be done, because obviously, every day we're welcoming new people into our Quality Life Services organization. And so we're getting dreams nearly every day, sometimes 3 or 4 a day, we get applications. So we'll never be done with that. So, I think it's just continuing to find meaning for the dreams. We want them to be things that are special. Not to say that, if someone just says, I need some new clothes, that we won't do that. We have.
Right.
But we want to do things that really make people say, wow, I'm so glad that I experienced that, or that happened to me, or that you were able to purchase that for me. That's something I never would have thought I could do or have. We just want to have more of those moments. That's really our long-term goal.
That's beautiful.
That's wonderful that you're completing those missions.
Yeah.
So for starters, can you all introduce yourselves?
I'm Kevin's son.
Christy Vicanti, Kevin's son's girlfriend.
I heard you, Dad.
There you are.
How you doing?
Not bad. This chair is killing me.
Yeah, that chair's not comfortable at all.
It's an electric chair.
Yeah.
Can you tell them your name and who you are?
I'm Kevin Beecher Senior.
There you go.
And then I'm Caitlin Duncan, the social worker for the building.
All right. Great to meet everybody. Thank you all so much for taking the time today. I'd love to hear. So tell me about this Mustang event that we had going on.
What
Well,
would you like to hear?
Everything you want to tell me.
Bring us back to the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
what can you remember, Dad?
Hot.
Hot. It was definitely hot.
Yeah, 100 degrees all day.
It was a hot, sunny day.
Mm.
Do you remember which car you saw that was your favorite?
Mine.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
You got to have your own Mustang there?
Yes, I brought his out.
That's awesome. How long have you had that car?
You retired. When did you retire? 2010, 11?
2013.
Okay, that's about when he got it. So he's had it about 10, 11 years.
Okay.
Pretty long.
Yeah. Is this is that the first Mustang you've owned?
No,
How many have you had?
3.
Okay.
What years?
First one is 1967.
Nice.
Next one is 1972, 73, 74, somewhere around in there.
Mm-hmm.
Can't remember anymore. That was a long time ago.
Sure. What got you into Mustangs? What made that the car?
His uncle Bob had that, his first Mustang. That's where he got it all. He bought it off his uncle Bob.
Okay.
No, I didn't.
You didn't? I thought you did.
I just where I stored it.
Oh, okay. I thought it was
Mm.
his car and you bought it from him. I messed up. He stored it in Uncle Bob's garage.
And
Okay.
He had the Valiant.
That's right. Okay. I only know these stories. I wasn't hatched yet.
Sure.
Yep.
Sure.
So, Kevin Jr., are you a big Mustang fan?
Yes, I've owned a couple myself.
Okay, so it runs in the family now.
It sure does.
And they are both passing that off to my boys who want
Oh.
Mustangs
Oh, lovely.
more than anything in the world.
That's so fun.
Grandpa's heirloom.
So tell me about this event you had. How many cars were there?
30, 40?
Oh,
30,
cow.
40, yeah, somewhere around there.
And there was some people that I invited from work that had like hot rods and old trucks that weren't Mustangs. I told them to come out as well. Just bring anything cool you had.
For sure.
So there was a couple rat rods and my uncle's old Dodge pickup truck,
Motorcycle.
a couple motorcycles.
And they had old clear up through one that was what, a 2023 brand new.
Brand new
Oh, wow.
Dark Horse edition. Christy got to sit in it.
Yes, I
Oh.
sat in the Dark Horse.
That's great.
And was
Yes,
this
it
right
is.
outside the Sugar Creek facility?
In the
Okay,
parking
nice.
lot. They did a loop around at the end and everybody revved their engines. It was a really cool time.
That's fantastic. What was it like sort of setting this up? How did the planning and the gathering of these cars, how did that come about?
You'd have to talk to Sugar Creek and don't stop believing on that. All I did was show up with my dad's car.
Oh,
From what I know,
go here.
What'd you say?
They just told everybody to go there.
That's it. It's
Yep.
all supposed to go there.
So
Hmm.
the Mustang Club,
Oh, that's right.
there's a Mustang Club, and everybody at Sugar Creek, or anybody that knows Kevin, knows that he's a huge car fan, huge Mustang fan, and they do a program, the Dream, what's it, the
Don't stop dreaming.
Don't Stop Dreaming, I believe.
Mhm.
And they reached out to the Mustang Club, and the guys and the men and women that are a part of that club love to go out and show their cars. So they
Of
reached
course.
out to them to see if they could get a gathering together, and they did. And they all came in and lined up, and they parked their cars, popped the hoods, just like a true car show. And everybody, all the residents and their families, everybody was invited.
I think they're called Greater Pittsburgh Mustang Club,
Yes.
I believe.
Okay.
And they brought some shirts, and my dad got some posters and
Oh, fun.
signs to hang on the wall, and they brought a bunch of stuff. And heck, I think you even got a shirt or
Yep.
a hat. Yeah. It was a really cool time. They cooked some hot dogs, and there was drinks and chips, and
What more could you ask for?
yeah,
Sounds
it was
like
a
an
great day.
incredible event.
Maybe about 10 degrees cooler, but other than that, it was perfect.
For sure.
Yeah, it sounds like this was held in mid-July, you were saying. So
Yep. July 14th, and it was definitely a hot one.
It was definitely a hot day, but they had tent set up so the residents were in shade.
And there's a pavilion.
All the workers there were wonderful. Anybody that wanted to come out to the show, they put them in their wheelchairs or whatever transportation device they needed. Some of them even walked out. Some of the other residents' families came. It was really nice.
So what was the reactions of the other residents and the residents' families?
happiness.
Lots of oohs and ahs.
Yeah, and lots
He's
of
in-
smiles. Like people were
And put a
smiling.
sign in the
Usually,
window. My car.
go ahead, Dad. I'm sorry to cut you off. What you say?
You have to put a sign in the window. My car.
Yes, we did put a sign in the window that said Kevin's car.
Yeah, make sure you get all the credit for that one.
They had a sign made up. I parked the car and put the sign on it.
Everybody wanted to know which one was mine, so they put a sign on it.
Yep, they made a
Nice.
really nice sign, and he got to keep the sign along with the other stuff from the Mustang Club.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so great. Kevin Senior, how much did you know about this beforehand? Was it a surprise or did you know it was coming?
Well, they told me they're having it. And I said, for you, for me. And I said, for me, what am I doing, dying?
Oh no.
I didn't know why they would do it for me, but it's pretty nice of them.
It was pretty nice.
Like we told you that day, because everybody loves you and wanted to do something nice for you.
Hmm.
Had nothing to do with dying.
Hmm.
What was it like, Kevin Jr. and Christy, as family of Kevin? How was it being able to see him sort of see all these cars go through and have that pride of his own car?
It was very nice because I know he loves cars and car shows, and he's been pretty much stuck to a bed for a long time now. And it was nice to get him out and hear him talk cars and get his mind going, thinking about all that stuff that he really likes.
Mm-hmm.
It was really awesome to hear him talk about the older cars and still be able to very, easily tell us exactly what they were, what engines in them.
What year they were based on the headlights and the tail lights. Like he knows
Wow.
he can look right at it. Any car from the 60s and the 70s and probably even the 50s, he can tell you what year it is based on the headlight or the tail light or something, the trim on the car.
That's amazing.
Newer cars are more streamlined, but in all the older antique cars and classic cars, he can really impress you with that stuff.
That's
Yeah.
incredible. Brings him right back to
Yeah.
his love for Mustangs.
Yep, all
And all
cars. I
cars.
mean, he likes Mustangs, but he likes all cars and knows a lot about a lot of cars.
That's fantastic. What got you into cars, Kevin?
I think
Me-
I think he used the door and that got him in. But what do you think, Dad? What got you into the cars?
What got me into cars?
What got you into liking cars so much when you were young?
Don't know.
I don't
My
know.
dad, my dad bought me a Corvair.
Yeah, it was his first car. It was a Corvair. What, 66, 63?
Hmm.
Yeah.
The car has the engine in the back, the trunk's in the front.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
But the only
Well,
rear-wheel drive
growing up-
car would go in the snow.
Hmm.
Yeah, tell him about the 57 Chevy you beat up with a sledgehammer.
Oh,
That was a 59. I couldn't stand that car.
I couldn't
Oh, I thought it
stand
was a 57. Yeah, him and his buddy beat it up and took it to the junkyard.
well, there you go. That's one way to get rid of a car.
We could have ended the show that way. Next time.
Yeah.
Mustang.
Yeah. Were you ever, did you ever do any work on the cars or just sort of collecting them?
Well, I've done a lot of work on cars. I have my body shop.
Oh, great.
Nice.
Yep, he did a lot of work on cars, taught me a lot.
Do you remember which was your favorite car besides yours at the show? What about the Dark Horse?
I never even knew what that was until
Yeah,
show.
that just came out. That's fairly new.
Mm.
What's it
Stick
called?
with the tried and true. If it ain't broke.
Don't fix it. Give us the classics.
Right. They're
Yeah,
classics for a reason, right?
Mm-hmm.
that's right.
Yeah.
The 67. That was pretty nice.
There was a 67 there he's talking about. That's what his first one was.
Nice. So the Mustang that was yours, Kevin, that got to make its way to the show, is that car still in use or is that more of a trophy that we keep in pristine condition?
A little bit of both. We use it once in a while.
Okay. Special occasions.
The
That
Mustang shows.
just can't let it sit. You got to get it dry. I took it out the other day and got new tires put on it, and it's going in to get an inspection Friday.
Hmm.
Everything done to it, cleaned.
Yep, we did have it detailed.
Yeah. You already
Gotta
did
get the
that.
car ready for it's got to get in its Sunday best, huh?
Yeah, we got it detailed for the show.
That's awesome. All right. Well, I think that covers the questions that we had for the event. So thank you guys so much again for taking the time. We're really thrilled to be able to hear all about this, and it sounds like such a great day.
Yeah. Thank you for letting us relive it.
It was a great day. Thank you.
Yes, thank you very much for highlighting what they did for him. It was really awesome.
Yeah, can't say thanks enough.
We want to extend another huge thank you to Mary Susan, Christy, Kevin Jr., and Sr. for sharing with us their memories of Kevin's dream come true.
To get involved with Don't Stop Dreamin' or to submit an application for yourself or a loved one, head to
Dreamin' with no G.
don'tstopdreamin.org.
As always, you can hear more from us at Tell Our Stories on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, or at TOS Senior Care on X and LinkedIn.
And if you have a story you want to share, send us a message at info@tellourstories.com.
Thanks for tuning in.